once again, good afternoon, East Alabama and West Georgia. Welcome into Dr. Don's Weather. We are getting ready for a huge show out in Woodland, Alabama this evening. Is the Vern Fest. And we're going to go right straight to Jamie Dugas because he's got a lot of great folks out there with him this afternoon. We want to find out who we're looking at. Jamie, what you got?
We got the Woodland cheerleaders there, Dr. Don, and their sponsor, Miss Christie. And, of course, the mayor. Say hey to Dr. Don, everybody. Hey! Looking forward to a great time. These girls are actually doing some work tonight. I'm going to let Miss Christie tell you about their service that they're doing tonight.
Okay.
These girls are waiting the tables tonight for some tips for their upcoming season and hope so we can attend nationals again this year. This year they went, first time ever Woodland went, and they placed 19th out of about 85. It's table cheer teams, and they also won the 1A2A Game Day State Championship this year. So we're excited about the upcoming season.
Hey, 1 2 1 2. Check. Check one.
And I think the girls got a little extra special for you, Dr. Don.
Okay, go ahead. Good job.
What do you think of that, Dr. Don?
Absolutely.
That's great right there now.
That is great.
Coming up together.
I tell you, it's great to see the community coming out together. The cheerleaders are going to be working hard tonight. They're going to be serving all the sponsorship tables for tips. You know, so it's going to be a wonderful time. I know they're excited. We're excited. The weather's holding on, so everybody come and join us. It's going to be a great night.
Check 1 2. Hey,
Yeah,
1 2.
it certainly is going to be a great
1 2.
night, and I'm really beginning to like what I'm seeing with the weather forecast. We have a couple of small storms down to the southwest of Woodland that we're going to have to keep an eye on. And you can see that on the radar right now. We have that storm right there around Wadley that's moving off to the northeast, and that is headed in the general direction for Woodland. But again, we're waiting to see if that one does just like the rest of them have been doing all day, where they grow strong, they pulsate, and then they fall apart. And hopefully that's what will happen. We'll keep an eye on that. Certainly not severe. It's not that big. That's what's over downtown Wadley right now. We have a new one that's blowing up there just south and southwest of downtown Roanoke, and then we have scattered storms back over in northern Tallapoosa as well. But for the time being, things are looking good up there in Woodland, Alabama. Let's go back out to Jamie. I think he's got somebody else up there with us. Jamie, what you got?
Check 1 2.
I do. I got one of your good friends from God's country,
Jonathan Moses.
Jonathan.
Hey, there's Jonathan. Hey, buddy, how are you?
Doing great. Having fun down here at Vern Fest.
Absolutely. And so you guys, I think, are fixing to do some live breaks as well on over on God's country.
Yes, we're doing breaks right now at different times.
Is Moon there? Is he anywhere to be found?
Yeah, I think he's posting around somewhere.
Oh, he's probably backstage hanging out with little Texas.
1 2 1 2.
I
Check.
figured.
Yeah, he probably doesn't know who us peons are anymore. He's hanging out with the important folks.
That's right.
Hey, Doctor, I got another group that I'm fixing to run over. So it'll take me about 30, 40 seconds to run over and get to them. I want to introduce them as well for their service that they're doing tonight, okay? Hang on.
Okay, absolutely. While you're doing that, I'm going to just go ahead and tell you that, again, we'll zoom out and show you the big picture. So there's a lot going on around the southeastern United States, but again, the good news is that rain that we had earlier in the day up there in Woodland has kind of kept the showers or the really heavy stuff at bay for the Woodland area as we get ready for Vern Fest. I mean, it does look a little ominous up there with some dark clouds, but at the moment it is not raining. In Woodland, $25. Now, a lot of folks have been asking us what the admission price was, and it's $25 to get in the gate, and you can go up there tonight. Plenty of seats still available. You can go up there tonight, and you can enjoy that great show up there in Woodland, Alabama. I think Jamie is ready to talk to us a little bit more. What you got now, Jamie?
I got the group that is working the concession stand. This group it's a wonderful group. They worked hard all year, and I'm going to let their advisor tell you a little bit more about this group that we got right here.
Absolutely.
This is Brad Johnson, I actually graduated with Brad, and we both were in FFA together.
We were.
We were under
the great one.
The great
Huel
one.
Bishop.
Huel, better known as Doc.
Yep, that's him. That's the man.
All right. Well, tell me about this group that we got here. I'm going to show the girls.
Yeah, go ahead and show the girls. This group won the state conduct of chapter meeting contest. It's a leadership development event, and they'll get to represent Alabama at the National Convention in Indianapolis in late October. So we're super proud of them. They did an awesome job. They started practice in January and worked their tails off till June, and we're about to get started practice again, getting ready to go to that national convention. So they've been awesome.
Absolutely. They get to compete on the national level. And you know what, Brad? I got to compete on the national level whenever I went through as well with Huel Bishop. So the tradition's going on, because see that tall one right there? That was mine. That's the L of the K&L.
I got you.
But anything else you have?
You want to let them introduce
Yeah, I am. And this young lady right here, she's pretty famous as well. She's going for a couple of different reasons to nationals as well. And that's Ashley Johnson. What are you competing in nationals?
I'm competing in the chapter of conduct of chapter meetings, LDE, and I'm also competing in Agri-Science Fair, Division III Animal Sciences.
So she's in there for multiple reasons. All right, and then who else do we have here?
Lily Kaiser.
Miss Lily Kaiser. She's with the conduct chapter, right? Good deal. And then?
I'm Libby Lucas.
And?
I'm Lindy Meadows.
And she is the youngest daughter of the Meadows Farm Equipment. So.
Oh, Meadows. Oh, okay. All right. We're making connections now.
3 more girls.
Yes. Yes.
We're missing Esther Hernandez.
We're missing 4 more, actually. Lucy Phillips, Ella Wade.
Ella, I think Ella, she's having to do double duty. She's working with the track team. So,
and I can tell you all about Lucy Phillips, because I'm kin to her. She's in Iowa, and she's doing fantastic up there. Finished in the top 8 today, is what I am told.
All right. And tonight it's all about service. Is what these girls are doing. Because what is the FFA motto? Come on, girls. Perfect. And they're doing that tonight. They've got a lot going on. We got concession stands. We got a quilt raffle that's going on. It is a homemade quilt. You can win this. There's tickets tonight for that. And then, of course, we got concessions here. And all of these proceeds are going to help these kids. This isn't money going into somebody's pocket. This is money that's going back into the community.
Well, that's fantastic, Jamie. I know they're working hard, and I'll give you a little funny right quick. I'll tell you that back in 1970-something, I served as president of my Future Farmers of America in Prattville, Alabama. How about that?
How about that? And Prattville's still going strong.
Yes.
Certainly they're carrying on the tradition.
Yes, they are.
All right.
Give us a scan of the sky. Look back over the high school, if you will. I want to look back toward Roanoke. You see that real tall cloud there, just to the left, right there. Yes. All right, so that is your next thunderstorm, and let me take that to a small screen and show you the radar at the same time. If you'll hold it right there, that is a live look at this thunderstorm that just came over Wadley, and that is what's moving toward Woodland, but we're watching to see if this thing is going to pulsate. In other words, we think it's going to grow strong, which is where it's at right now, and then we think it's going to start falling apart, and hopefully that happens before it makes it all the way up here to Woodland, which is where Jamie is shooting this video from. So we're going to keep an eye on that, but if you're going to the Vern Fest, and I hope everybody is, it's time to head that way. Gates are now open. It's $25 to get in, and again, folks, if we have a shower or two that passes through, it is what it is. Go sit in your car. I mean, if you have to, if there's any lightning, until it goes away, and then the show's going to get started. And while we're going to have to dodge maybe a few showers, I think overall we're going to have a pretty good night for this concert up in Woodland. Jamie, you got something else going on?
I do. I've got Miss Rita Doss here. She is over the youth athletics for the rec department. And I was going to let her tell a little bit. I know there's a lot with the fall ball going on and all that they're doing as well.
Okay, we got fall ball, is baseball and softball for our youth going on, and the game should start sometime in mid-September and go to the end of October. And right now, also, we're having a fundraiser to help pay for our lights at our baseball fields. We're having a gun raffle, 7 draws for 7 guns. So if your name was to get drawn, it will go back into the pot for each drawing. So you could win 7 guns, and each ticket is $50. And we have some great guns. So if you could go on our youth page, you can see the list of them. And that's about it.
All right, good deal. It all goes to a great cause right here for the community. Everything in here today is about the community.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for all your work, Ms. Dawson.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, y'all got a lot of stuff going on up there in Woodland, Alabama.
Yes, sir. Woodland's where it's at.
I can see that. And it's certainly going to be where it's at tonight. This is going to be a big show. I'm just fascinated at the fact that Little Texas is in Woodland, Alabama tonight. That's big time stuff. They're going to put on a great show. They had several big hits back in the 90s, and I know it's going to be Little Texas is one of those groups, and Jamie, I think you'll be able to relate to what I'm talking about here. You go to their show, and just about everything they end up singing, oh, I know that song. I remember that song now, and it's just going to be cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I was looking through the list, and it's like, man, that song, I love that song. I know every word to that song. And they've been playing some of the music here, so it's bringing back a lot of good memories. It's back when country was good.
That's right.
So, again.
Back when country wasn't cool, but it was.
Absolutely. We didn't know how good it was. But
absolutely.
I was a huge fan back then and still am today. So we're looking forward to a great night, Doc.
Okay,
crowd's
buddy.
starting to roll in. People are parking. Everything, there's plenty of parking. And the one thing that you don't have to worry about is, look, you don't even have to worry about getting your feet muddy. Yeah. So nice stadium, great atmosphere. I'm not even sweating. So it's a great evening. So it's going to be one.
I think the showers we had up there earlier this afternoon certainly brought the humidity levels down and made it a much more pleasurable evening up there in Woodland. And because we had those showers earlier, we're hoping that the atmosphere has cooled off enough where these storms that are forming down in the southern end of Randolph County will fade away before they make it up there to you. We're going to keep an eye on that. And we'll come back probably about 6:15. If that works for your schedule, around 6:15, and we'll check in with you and see what the atmosphere looks like at that time.
Sounds great, Dr. Don. I look forward to talking to you guys a little bit later on.
All right, buddy. You hang in there and continue to bring us that great video, those great video shots up there from Woodland. And while he's just kind of showing us some of the atmosphere up there, I'll show you the radar one more time. We're watching this storm down here now just northeast of Wadley, pretty close to the Corinth, Foster's Chapel community there just to the east of Southern Union, and that is going to continue moving off to the northeast over the next hour or so. We're waiting to see. So far, it's grown to a certain level and it's just kind of leveled out, so we're hoping it's in the process of diminishing. And then we have another small cell that's just popped up just southwest of Roanoke that's also moving to the northeast. Then a few scattered light showers over here in southern Clay County, back into northern Tallapoosa just west of New Site. All of that's rotating off to the northeast, so there are a couple of opportunities there for a few more sprinkles to maybe move through the Woodland area in the next hour or so. We'll see if that happens or not. And as I zoom out, a lot going on. The really heavy stuff and the close to severe weather is stretching from about Tuscaloosa to just south of Birmingham, then all the way back over to around Piedmont, Jacksonville, then up to around Rome, Georgia. All that's lifting to the north. So that is going away from Woodland. That's not going to be an issue down here at the Burn Fest this evening. So we'll be back with you around 6:15, about 30 minutes from now. We'll check back in with Jamie. Dana will probably be back with us by that time as well. We'll get his take on what's going on with the weather. Again, don't forget, plenty of tickets still remaining, $25. You can get them at the gate. Come on up to Woodland and get ready for a fantastic evening with Little Texas in Woodland, Alabama. We'll be back with more from Dr. Don's weather coming up in about 30 minutes, so stay with us.